What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So guys, you know, comedians have been getting into it with the LGBT community, and we're going to talk about it as far as Dave Chappelle is concerned. Now, we all know what Dave Chappelle went through with the trans community, and then they got canceled, and, you know, he was then like, you know, going through it with Netflix, and Netflix stood behind him. It was a very, very big mess, right? But now, what I would like to discuss is Michael Blackson. Now, Michael Blackson, he picks sometimes the most inconvenient things to say about, you know, what's going on in the world, and people are differently insensitive. But Michael Blackson, you know, he is commenting on the BRITTANY GRINER situation. Now, before I kind of read what happened. BRITTANY GRINER was sentenced to 9 years for having some form of drug paraphernalia there. And allegedly, from what I've been hearing, is that Russia gave her those 9 years. But now, that is just for their formality to be able to say, hey, look, we can give her 9 years, but we want to ship her back to the United States in exchange for the guy that you guys have that belongs to us. So from what I understand, the United States is willing to do that at some point. So this is where I believe Michael Blackson is making this joke from this perspective. And he says this: take music! When BRITTANY GRINER gets out, I want to be the first one to give her some DEEK. So it's something that I would never say, just because of what's going on right now in society. You know, people are very sensitive about jokes about like the Asian community or the Jewish community or the LGBTQ community. But people took that as being offensive. Obviously, BRITTANY GRINER is a lesbian, married to a woman, and a big time supporter of the LGBTQ community. She's you know, really respected in that regard. So her dealing with a man is never going to happen. And some people are thinking like, oh, you're taking light of the situation. You're picking on her because she's gay. You're picking on her because of the situation, because she's a woman and these things. So he had to come out and defend himself. He says, BRITTANY GRINER is my homie, and she has a great sense of humor. Met her 5 years ago and we've been cool since. I know she's getting out soon. That's why I'm joking. So you need to shut the F up, mother suckers. Right? So now let me talk about this. And I want to talk about it in context of who can be joked with and who cannot be joked with. All right? So now, when you have black men, for example, men in general, fat men, broke men, whoever else, these people can be talked about. Black people in general, it's no problem. They can be the butts of the jokes. White people, for sure, are the butts of many folks' jokes. It's whatever, right? Those people are open season. And then there are some people who are from these communities, and I've noticed this with, you know, especially with the Jewish community, they make jokes about everybody. And when you make a joke about, you know, with them, it's like, wait a minute, you got to go back and apologize, right? I mean, look at like Amy Schumer and other people. Jewish communities, you know, they listen, they go in. Now in the LGBTQ communities, I'm gonna talk about that with some of the brothers on Fox Soul. They went in. One of the brothers, I forgot what his name was. He went in on Kevin Samuels so hard. He called Kevin Samuels SISSY. That is literal hate speech. Okay. I think it's Funky Dineva, that particular brother. Guess what? Nobody says anything. So when you have gay people that can say that word, it's not hate speech. Okay? But now, if Michael Blackson says something about anybody, in BRITTANY GRINER situation, because obviously people, you know, it's very bad timing, right? But now you can't joke about BRITTANY GRINER in that way because she's gay. So now then, do the other people not be joked about anymore? Because I can show you plenty of places where you got gay people calling each other the F word, and all kind of stuff, right? Nobody, listen, you think people drag folks? Listen to some of these people that are like, if you listen, because I'm in celebrity, right? Have a few brothers and sisters here that are of the LGBTQ lifestyle online. Let me tell you something. If you really want to hear some really raunchy type of stuff that comes out of some of the trans celebrity blogs and the gay celebrity blogs, that look, the way that they put the fire on folks, y'all think that I'm bad? If I said any of that stuff, I would be pulled down tomorrow. They joke about other gay people. They joke about straight people. They got free reign. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say. The problem is that if the joke is about something that's in their community, people have a problem with it. So let's talk about this then. When Funky Dineva was talking about Kevin Samuels, what was the issue? Oh, because everybody hated Kevin Samuels, so it was okay to call him those words. Michael Blackson ain't saying that she is anything about LGBTQ. He didn't say that. He says, I want to give her some D, meaning that I want to, I think that, that's attractive. He says she has a relationship with her. They joke all the time, which may be true. But now here's the situation. People want the ability for them to be able to say whatever the hell they want to say, and you can't say anything about them. This is very one-sided, as you see with a lot of times with men and women. Talking about black women, for an example, honest criticisms, it is not accepted on social media. You become public enemy number one. Talking about black men, it's a free-for-all. The LGBTQ community, they have free reign to say whatever the hell they want to say, from what I can see. I mean, if you look at some of the people on TikTok, on YouTube, say whatever they want to say. You've seen it. Now, if they become the butt of a heterosexual person's jokes, even in that joke, if that person is not, because you can't say it's hate speech, what he just said, it's not. There's a problem with it. So then, where's the equality in this comedy thing? If that's the case, then nobody should say anything about nobody. And again, it's crazy. It just makes you not even want to address those things, because now people are being canceled for just even thinking about saying stuff. And like I said, you see people all the time saying whatever they want to say about other groups. Talk about their group, it's a problem. This is the reason why. I gotta tell you again, black men gotta really become a protective group. These people pay, right? I'm gonna tell you, the Jewish community, they pay. LGBTQ pays. The groups that can't talk about them don't pay. That's what it is. It's a financial play. Heterosexual people have to start paying money to make the playing field a little bit more equal, in my opinion. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains all-time high. I'm out.